Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Heike and you're watching Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. And today I have my second KnitCrate unboxing. So this is actually the KnitCrate for February, but there was a problem with the international boxes. Usually KnitCrate ships those out first, so they take longer to ship than the one within the US for obvious reasons. And usually they go out first. We got shipping notifications around the 15th, I think, which is when they are supposed to go out, but then they didn't move. And towards the end of February, I think it was, they sent out a message saying that the shipping center messed it up. They hadn't shipped out any of the international boxes yet. So that's why I only got mine today and yesterday. So, but anyway, I stayed clear from any kind of unboxing that might have been shown on YouTube, and there are a couple, not too many, but there are a few. I have not looked at them. Of course, I know what's in them because I saw the reveal and then decided to change my subscriptions. So, just like last month, I have two boxes. Last month, you might remember, I got the cool box and the neutral box. And this month I have the cool one and the warm one. So let's get into it. So looks like we have the warm one first. Once again with a pretty paper. And this month we have a thinner wool than last month. This time it is, I think, it's a sport weight. So giving you the label, it's a sport weight. The colorway is called Flirt. It's an 80% superwash merino, 20% tencel, and it is 320 meters per 100 gram, and this is supposed to be a 100-gram skein, I think. Tencel is actually a wood fiber, I think, and this is supposed to give the yarn a certain sheen. As you know, I'm a new knitter and I have literally no experience at all with any type of yarn, but as far as I can tell, yeah, it has a certain soft glow sheen to it, and honestly, the color, I love it so much. So I hope I can find a pattern I like that will work with two skeins of this and to make something out of it very soon. I have knit a project with my yarn from the first box with one of them. If you have not seen it, it's in my, I believe my last Flosstube video is where I put it. Yeah, I think that's where I put it. And I have not gone back to the thick yarn yet because I actually was waiting for this. I want to knit something with a bit of a thinner weight yarn. And this looks actually fantastic. It's this cream base. It is a bit more yellow than you are currently seeing on the screen. And then there are these speckles of soft pink, bright pink, peach, purple. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this month we are back to two skeins of the same colorway. So last month with one of each was the exception, as far as I know, because usually they do two of the same. Which I have to say I prefer, I think. So this is the gift for this month. They did not give a sneak peek beforehand what they are going to give as a gift. This is a ceramic button, a pretty huge one, as you can see. It is pretty. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that. Should I actually use this as a button on a project? I mean, I could imagine it going on something. The green is a bit off to me on that one. But yeah, that's pretty. Why not? I can do something with that. And this is our little booklet for this month. So let me check. I do not want to show you the pattern. So this is the person they are working with this month, Glenda Winkleman, also creative grandma. She designed the the colorways and the design basically of the yarn. And she also provided a pattern. I think she provided a crochet pattern. Here's a quick summary of all the yarns they had this month. So I got Flirt. This was the all natural, and this is the chill out, the cold version, which is Sky and should be in the other box. And then there's also the sock yarn, which this month was Peony, Peat, and Dew. And for March you're going to see some sock yarn, because I switched boxes from the regular to the sock. I like the colors better. The March colors were very not spring, so I was not a fan. And these are the patterns for this month. So the knit patterns are this hat and these fingerless gloves and these socks. I have to say I like the sock pattern. It looks really pretty. Not that I'm going to try and start knitting socks anytime soon. And for the crochet pattern, we have this sock pattern, which I'll be honest, I do not like. And this hat and fingerless gloves pattern. So I guess because here the arm part is longer, you're actually calling it hand warmers. Okay. And there's also a bonus pattern, but I don't know if it's actually in here, which Creative Grandma designed. It's a crochet pattern for a scarf, but it might not be in here. It's basically the pattern that's here on the cover. And I have to say, I like the look of this. I am not that big of a crocheter, is that how you say it? But I like it. Why not? I'm still thinking I'm going to try to find some kind of shawl maybe to do with two of these. Might be not enough yarn. I have to see what I can find. So this is box number 1, the Flirt colorway. And Lola is taking a nap, so we might have to endure a whole video without her. She's actually in the other room on her scratching post, which is very rare these days. So, second box. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. Second colorway. Again, it's the 80% superwash merino, 20% tencel Odin wools. Colorway is called Shine, and it has this light blue, dark blue, purple speckle. Yes, absolutely yes. It's very soft and squishy. I like that. Very pretty. And once again, I think it's the, is it completely the same? I think it is. Yeah, it's the same. This looks a tiny little bit lighter, but that's just because they are handmade. So I have to come up with something to do with them, because I actually don't want to use them as regular buttons. They are pretty heavy and big, and this is also raw ceramic, so not going to do that, but I'll come up with something, I hope. Okay, so booklet of course is the same. We're not going to go through that again, but let's have a look at both colorways together. So the base yarn in this one actually looks less yellow than here. I guess it got a bit of a covering of blue, which makes it a bit more on the gray side, I would say. But they are both very pretty, so wow. This is what I would call springy, because it's airy and light and bright. So let's hope that April will be a bit more like that. The boxes they showed for, or the yarns they showed for March, you can look up the reveal video on YouTube if you're interested. They have their own channel. They are very dark. So dark teal, a darkish hazelnut brown, a darkish red. Not so much a fan. So let's see how the sock rate is. Sock rate will only have one skein of yarn. It costs $5 less, so it's a bit, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me, because like I said, I'm not an expert quite yet about this, why sock yarn is so much more expensive in comparison, because I can get 2 of these for $25 and I get 1 skein of sock yarn for $19.99. Let me know. Also, if you are watching this, I would really appreciate if you could make a recommendation for better knitting needles. I have not invested a whole lot of money into my first few knitting needles because I wanted to test the waters first. As I've said, I've tried knitting in the past many times, and I never succeeded, so I was quite shocked that I managed to knit the whole Miss Marple scarf and actually finished it, and it didn't turn out completely crap. That was a shocker. And then I thought, well, but my knitting needles, I realized that I think 5 or 6 rows in, they are as cheap as they were when I bought them. So I need better knitting needles. So any recommendations, both for round needles with cables or double-ended ones, double point, I think they are called double point needles, because I clearly need to invest into something. I would appreciate if it would not be 100-something investment to begin with. So if it's something that could be built up, maybe I've seen there are cable needles where you can switch out the cable, and you can just get different lengths of cable and different needle sizes, I think. Is it size? So that would be interesting. Also, do you prefer blunt needles? Do you like to work more with a point? Any tip, any recommendation surely would help. So, but that's it already. That's all I have for you today. If you like this unboxing, you know what to do. All the stuff is down below. And I hope you will join me very soon. The next video up should actually be a women chat tomorrow. So, thanks for joining me and have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, guys.